Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40 in the GNT. Listen to my message, my people, and get ready for the battle. When the disaster comes, you must live as people whose home is not in this world. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and well. And as always, peace and salutations unto the elect. This is Brother Benign from the Great Millstone Dallas branch coming back at you another lesson. I'm going to entitle this lesson, Make Ye Ready to the Battle, the Sacramentum of a Good Soldier, all right? Because when you read throughout the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, it likens this walk of ours unto a battle. You see, and it likens us believers unto soldiers. You see, many times when you read throughout the scriptures, all right, Paul, for an example, all right, he uses the allegory of a soldier and compares the believers unto a soldier. You see, because this is truly a battle, you see. And what's that ultimate battle that we're getting ready to face, that we need to prepare ourselves for? All right, is the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, the hour of temptations that is speaking about right here in Second Ezra chapter 16. You see, because when you continue reading down, all right, around the 68 verse on down to the end of the chapter, all right, that's that hour of temptation. You see, that's that time of Jacob's trouble. And how can we truly prepare ourselves for the worst time, all right, or a time like never before? You see, well, by getting closer unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because that's going to be the only way that you're going to be able to make it out of this time like never before, as the scripture says, man. You see, and I ran across an article that I want to get. All right, and this is from www.sab or however you say it.com. And it says how do you prepare soldiers for battle? You see, it says battlefields are intense and highly dangerous environments. To survive, soldiers need to know how to manage themselves and their weapons, how to evade the enemy, and how to work successfully with their peers and superiors. It says military training is the process through which troops are familiarized with combat situations and taught the skills necessary for successfully engaging the enemy and achieving mission success. And that's right, you see. So just like a soldier, you know what I'm saying, will have to go to these particular boot camp when they're first recruited. You see, they're being taught the skills necessary in order to successfully fulfill that mission that they're set on, you see. And like I said, that's why Paul was using, all right, that analogy of a soldier and comparing the believers unto soldiers. You see, us unto soldiers, you see. And you have to understand that amongst the army, there are a lot of soldiers, but there's few good soldiers, you see. And that reminds me of that movie 300, that scene in the movie 300 when Leonidas was walking, you know what I'm saying? He was just going to leaving their Sparta to go fight against Xerxes, and they ran into what are they called? The Arcadians. You see, they ran into the Arcadians, and one of the Arcadians was scoffing at Leonidas, you know what I'm saying, and told him, "Oh, these are all the men that you brought," which sparked Leonidas to ask, all right, the men that were amongst the Arcadians, you know what I'm saying, hey, what is your profession? You see, and one of them said, I'm a potter. And he asked another man, what is your profession? And he said, I'm a sculptor. And he asked another man, and he said, I'm a blacksmith. And then Leonidas asked the Spartan, what are your profession? And they said, Haru. All right, and he continued to tell that man, see, I brought more soldiers than you did, man, because it's not about, you see, how many how many bodies you have. All right, it's about, do you have any actual soldiers, man? You see, and that's why a lot of people can't just come up the Great Millstone and join the camp, man. You see, like these other camps. You see, anybody, as long as you have a fucking T-shirt with fringes, all right, and Shalom, you can, these other camps, you know what I'm saying, they let you in, man. You see, but not here at Great Millstone, man. And that shows you, just using that, that analogy with with 300, you know what I mean. They got all those bodies, but they don't have any good soldiers, man. They don't truly have any soldiers, man. And that's why it's a vetting process here at Great Millstone. You're not just going to be able to just come and join the camp, man. You see, it's about quality, man. It's about, do you make this this ministry, you know what I'm saying, the first priority in your life? Because that's why Paul said that in 2 Timothy, you know what I'm saying, chapter 2. You see, endure hardship as a good soldier. And then he goes into the characteristics of a good soldier, you see. But I want to continue on. Then we're going to go into that Second Timothy's. But let's continue on with this article. It says military training is the process through which troops are familiarized with combat situations and taught the skills necessary for successfully engaging the enemy and achieving mission success. It can be used to teach new recruits to transition from civilian to military world. Yeah, you see, and that's what this truth is. You see, like going back unto what Paul at Second Timothy's, which we're gonna get. All right. Paul was saying, hey, no good soldiers, hey, no man that warreth entangle himself into what? All right, the affairs of this world, man. You see, a civilian life. You see, and that's exactly what this truth is training us to do. You see, we can't be entangled, all right, with the life of an everyday citizen, man, because while we have a job to do, you see, it says, let me see. It can be used to teach new recruits to transition from the civilian to military world and to enable soldiers of all levels to develop their skills and build bonds with their comrades and to learn new strategies. Skill set covered by training can include weapon drills, marksmanship, combat simulation, safety training, and strategies. Yeah, you see. So let me get this real quick. Let's go to that 2 Timothy chapter 2 real quick. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. It says, no man, and like I said, a good soldier, man, not just a soldier, but a good soldier. You see, and Paul is going to go into the characteristics of a good soldier, using this analogy of a Roman soldier and comparing that unto the believers on how we should be in this truth. All right. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. That's right. You see, because when you look back, all right, when you look back at the Roman, soldiers and what they had to do, all right, in order to be a part of the Roman army, they used to have to take a Sacramentum, man, or they used to have to they would have to make an oath. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the military in these times, you see, in order you to join the military, before you actually join the military, you have to make an oath, man. You see? And let's go into this Sacramentum and what it is. Then we're gonna go back to this. This article right here. All right. So let's get this Sacramentum. This is from Wikipedia.org. It says Sacramentum, or oath. All right, Salakia, I had a call. I didn't want to mess it up, but let's go into this word. All right, well, let's go into what a sacramentum is. All right, as you can see this from Wikipedia.org, it says an oath. In ancient Roman religion and law, a sacramentum was an oath or vow that rendered the swearer sacred or given to the gods. In the negative sense, if he violated it, sacramentum also referred to a thing that was pledged as a sacred bond and consequently forfeited if the oath was violated. Both instances imply an underlying ratio. I think I'm saying that right. The act of consecration, and we know that word consecration means what? To make holy. All right. So basically, Paul was using that analogy of a soldier and how a soldier would have to make an oath, all right, in order to join the army. And that oath was what? To put, all right, the army above everything in his life, man. You see, it says the sacramentum differs from, I don't know how to say that word. It says, which is more common in legal applications as for instance, swearing an oath in court. A sacramentum established a direct relationship between the person swearing or the thing pledged in the swearing of the oath and the gods. All right, so now we get the sense, what a sacramentum is, the oath that will have to be made. So let's go down into the military oath. And this is the allegory that Paul was using. All right. It says the sacramentum military, it says, was an oath taken by soldiers in pledging their loyalty to the council in the Republican era. All right. Or the Republican of Rome. It says, or later to the emperor. The sacramentum, also pertaining to both law and the military, indicates the religious basis for these institutions. It says the text of an oath was recorded by Vagitus. It says, I'm gonna read it. It says, but the soldiers swear that they shall faithfully execute all that the emperor commands, that they shall never desert the service, and that they shall not seek to avoid death for the Roman Republic. All right. It says the sacramentum that renders the soldier sacred helps explains why he was subject to harsher penalties, such as an execution or corporal punishment. Yeah. Doesn't the scripture say that he that knoweth the will of his masters and do it not shall be beaten with many stripes? You see, because we made an oath. You see, once you cross into the camp, man, you see, that's you truly making an oath. All right. And once you put your hand to that plow, all right, that's you making an oath unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that you will put everything on the back burner to forward his will, you see, and his commands, you see. Because the Roman soldier, once he made that oath, man, he's swearing that he's not gonna put anything, all right, or nothing is gonna be of higher importance, all right, than the commandments of his emperor or his king, man. Likewise us, you see. Likewise us, man, you see. So I'm gonna go back. Let's go back to this. Let me see if there's more to this. All right, that's all I want to get on this. But you get it. What a sacramentum is. It's an oath. All right. So let's go back to this. Let's go back. Matter of fact, let's go back to this. Let's go back to the 2 Timothy. All right. It says, I'm gonna read it again. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself in the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. That's right. Because like I said, a soldier couldn't put anything of higher importance, all right, than his mission. You see, that's what makes a good soldier. You see, someone who puts himself, all right, and his desires are on a back burner to fulfill the missions of his captain, man. You see. That's why Yahweh Shah said what he said. You know what I'm saying? He constantly said throughout the Gospels, when you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, or he constantly said about, hey, if a man want to be my disciple, he has to deny himself, man. All right, and carry and bear his cross. He couldn't love his father, mother, all right, brother, sister, child more than me. All right, he that loved them more is not worthy of me, showing you that the mindset that we have to be in as soldiers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in the spiritual army, man. You see, we have to put Yahweh Bashem Yahushua as the most important thing in our life in order to fulfill the mission. That's what makes a good soldier. You see, that's what makes a good soldier. And that soldiers, you know what I'm saying, that comes with hardship. Like I said, when you think about a soldier, you automatically think about hardship, him having to leave his family, him having to leave off, you know, things that he was trying to build in the world, all right, in order to fulfill the commands of his king. You see, or his emperor. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we in this thing to do. You see, and through these particular experiences that the Lord is putting us through, this training that the Lord is putting us through, all right, we're gaining this experience, man. And I want to continue reading in this article. All right, I'm going to read it from the top again. All right, it says, how do you prepare soldiers for battle? Battlefields are intense and highly dangerous environments. To survive, soldiers need to know how to manage themselves and their weapons, how to evade the enemy, and how to work successfully with their peers and superiors. And that's exactly what being in this truth, all right, is doing. You see, when people think about crossing over to the camp, man, it's more than eating chicken, man. All right. It's more than fellowshipping on Saturdays and chilling and listening to music, man. We're on a mission. Every individual brother is on a mission. You see, we are on a mission for salvation, you see, to fulfill the will, all right, of our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. You see, so we have a duty, man. We can't get distracted by what the fuck we going through in life, man. You see, knowing the times that we in, seeing all these particular shit that's happening with these ports, everything, man. It's so much shit happening, man. Why? You see, now is not the time to be distracted, man. You see, now is not the time to be distracted. We need to be fully focused. And that was a part of that oath, all right, that it was going into, that sacramentum that it was going into. You can't be distracted. You can't be entangling with the affairs of this life, man. You see, you have to be fully focused on the mission. That's what makes a good soldier. And that's what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is looking for, man. He's not looking for an ordinary soldier, man. When you look at these particular movies, you know what I'm saying, and you see the main character, he's going through the boot camp training, and he's taking it serious versus other people who's just in a boot camp. Oh, you know, yeah, man, you know, just bullshitting and thinking it's a fucking party. And when they go off into battle, who dies first? You see? That nigga who was not paying, who didn't take it serious, who didn't take the training serious, man. Just like with these niggas, man. When they go and join the military, man, you got a lot of niggas, man. I'm just want to I'm just get back. I'm just gonna go and get back to I can't wait till I get back. They not taking the fucking training serious, man. And when they not thinking that they about to go into battle. And when they ass is tossed in the battle, their ass is gonna get they gonna get fucked up, man. But why? Because they didn't take that training serious, man. You see, they didn't put They didn't put that duty, all right, above everything else in their life, man. They were just doing that to get some particular benefits, and that would, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna bite them in the ass in the end, man. You see? But it says, but that's what this truth is. That's what being a part of count. That's when brothers cross over. You realize, man, it's more than just coming out and preaching. Man, it's more than that, man. You see? It's more than that. And you know what I'm saying? You truly see what this thing is about once you're a part of the count. You know what I'm saying? Looking on the outside, looking in, you thinking, this is Saturday, Fridays and Saturday, Tuesday and Fridays, we just come out. Lessons is more than that, man. You see, which those are particular things that you do. That's a part of our duties, but it's more than that, you see. So let's continue on. It says military training is the process through which troops are familiarized with combat situations and taught skills necessary for successful engaging the enemy successfully, engaging the enemy and achieving mission success. It can be used to teach new recruits to transition from civilian to military world. And that's exactly what this truth is doing. You see, don't the truth say, put away from these mortal thoughts? What is mortal thoughts? You see, that's a civilian thought of trying to further yourself, what your life is about. I want to do this, I want to do that. No, we on a mission. We ain't got time for this shit. We on a mission, bro. We got orders to fulfill. A good soldier is more concerned about fulfilling his orders that his captain gave him. You see, it says, and to enable the soldier of all levels to develop their skills, to build bonds with their comrades, and to learn new strategies. All right, it says skill sets covered. The training can include weapon drills, marksmanship, combat simulation, safety training, and strategies. You see, and the scriptures talk about, like I said, it's another analogy. Like I said, when Ephesians chapter 6 goes into that armor. All right, comparing that to a Roman soldier's armor. You see. But our armor and our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, you see, showing that this is a battle. All right, but continuing on, let's jump down. Training simulations undertaken as part of military training are often broken down into three categories: live, virtual, and constructive training. Live training involves outdoor exercises where soldiers must manage the environment around them as well as the enemy. All right, and that's what I want to go into, that live training, okay? It says, what does live training for troops involve? Live training is real world. Salakia, man, stand number Satan. Motherfuckers think like people call you as soon as you get into a lesson. But let's go back into it. All right. It says, what does live training for troops involve? Live training is real world training that aims to mimic as closely as possible to the experience of being in a battle situation. You see, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. You see, this is training. All right, these particular things are things that mimic as closely as possible that the experience of being in that actual battle. You see, which, like I said, that battle that we're getting ready to face. All right, that the Lord is preparing us for is what? The time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. You see, and these particular things that's happening in our lives within this walk right now or just training simulations to teach us patience, to teach us to trust the Lord, how to maneuver, how to use wisdom, you see. And these are particular things that's mimicking what we're going to have to face, all right, in that true battle, in the real battle, man. You see, these are just things that mimic, you see, these particular things, you know what I'm saying, that's going to prepare us for the times to come, man, you see, to where when we get into the hour of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, all right, the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, these experiences and what the Lord's been taught us is going to become second nature. You see, we're just going to do it. You see, all right, because we're going to fear. We're going to have seeing these particular things. Hey man, it's going to be a time like never before, bro. So you can't sit here and say, damn, you ain't going to be shook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That particular seeing thing, but that's when that training, all right, is going to kick in. All right, because even David was scared, man. David said, when I am afraid, I will trust in thee. You see, and that's a man after the Most High. That's King David. You see, so we're coming into these times, man. We're gonna be seeing, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, But then what? That training is going to kick in. All right. These live simulations that the Lord's been putting us through. All right. That mimics, you know what I'm saying? That mimics. All right. This true battle is truly preparing us, man. You see? And through these experiences, we're going to be able to stand real quick. And I'm going to end it off, man. I didn't want to make it too long. Let's go. Experience. Okay, let me see. I know it's in Sirach. I think it's like Sirach 37. Okay, well, 34, Salakia. All right, so let's get this in Sirach 34. All right, in verse 9 in the GNT. It says, a well-traveled person with wide experience knows many things and talks sense. You can't know much if you haven't experienced much. But travel can make you more clever. That's right, man. You see, you can't truly know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua unless you experienced it. That's why when you read in the book of Psalms, it says what? Taste and see. You see how good the Lord is, man. You see, I can describe a particular dish to you. Hey, man, I got there and it was so, man, it tasted like this and this had a little spice to it, had a little this and that. Man, yeah. But you wouldn't truly know what it is unless you actually experienced it for yourself. And that's what that means when it says taste and see. Experience for yourself, man. You see? But through that experience, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't been through shit, then you ain't gonna know. I'm gonna read that again. You can't know much if you haven't experienced much. But travel can make you more clever. Yeah, that's right. These experiences making us more wiser. You see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It says, in my own travels, I have seen many things and learned more than I can put into words. I have been in danger of death many times, but I have always been able to escape by relying on past experience. You see, these past experience are going to be able to help us in the times to come, man. You see, that's why the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. You see, going through experience like we just read, but traveling makes you clever. They're going through it, man. You see, going through those experiences, going through the motions of that. That's that traveling that's given us, that makes you clever, that gives you that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. All right. For that can be your stability in the times that we coming into. All right. So I'm going to end it off on this one. Wooden beam. This is Sirach chapter 22 and verse 16. It says a wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it loose. A person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. I'm going to read that one more time. Sirach 22 and 16 in the GNT. A wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it loose. A person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. You see, and that's exactly what the Lord is putting us through, all right, in this training right now, in these particular experiences that we're experiencing, man. You see, time back into what? Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom, knowledge shall be the stability of that time. You see, like I said, man, a person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. And we getting ready to face a crisis, man. You see? So take this time serious, man. Don't just be going through this, you know what I'm saying, and not taking it serious, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually understand for yourself, man. You see? Because this is not a game, you see, and it's too late in the game for you to be bullshitting. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Believe that. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. This is not the time to be bullshitting or you know what I'm saying? Whatever bullshit that we doing in our lives, we need to cut that shit out. You see? And focus in, all right, on this training, these experiences that the Lord is putting us through. Because via these experiences, man, we're going to be able to make it through what we're getting ready to face, that true battle. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors unto the apostles, great millstone, the teaching, rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.